Hello everyone! I was upgrading a few things around our crafting hub because some things broke, as well as upgrading our sand pump here. So I finally hooked this up to the system back at the crafting hub. It is pumping pretty well. It's actually getting kind of scary to look over the edge now. But also, in the meantime, I got a message saying that we have a signal. So let's head up here.
New location added to HUD. Depth of field.
Depth of field. Well, that's a lie. It's not added to my HUD. Well, it's not added to my journal, let's put it that way. But it does seem to be on this floor, though. Because you do see the exclamation mark here. Warning, unregistered terminal. Okay. Oh, it is down there. Now it's marked, I guess. Is there an easy way for us to get there? I kind of just want to jump down, but I'm not sure if we're going to get back up. If we do. You know, I think before we do that, let's upgrade the jetpack a little bit. Now we should have higher flight. Okay, this will definitely get us out of that pit, right? Okay, it's just infinitely up. Oh yeah, well that's good. I feel a lot more comfortable jumping down this massive hole now. First, I'm gonna do the outskirts. Hey, look at that, there's a cave here. Get rid of this. Ooh, these give plant matter bricks. I didn't know that.
A dig site. I suspect Mirage registered this as a mineral survey to conceal her activities here.
I know the expedition only came to Calyx to rip and run, but if I found stuff like this, I'd probably look into it too.
Ooh, a dig site. What were they digging up? What do we find here? Ooh, the power trim too for the drills. That's pretty good. So this place is not completely dug out yet, but there is a computer here that it wants us to scan.
It was fortunate that Sector Sierra was of so little interest to anyone. Even I had no idea what I would discover here. And I wanted nothing more than a quiet place to engage with my research. But what now? I'm not a linguist, and the writing on these walls is unlike anything humanity has ever encountered. I am ecstatic to be the first explorer to find evidence of extraterrestrial life, but what will history remember about a pioneer who could say nothing about what they had found? And of course, to reveal evidence of aliens here with no idea of what their presence represents could unleash anarchy when we are already at the brink of it. But there is no puzzle that cannot be solved. I will find more of these places. I will find something that I can understand.
Mirage was correct. The language on these relics has no resemblance to any I've ever seen. I wonder if she eventually found a way to read it.
I can read it.
What? How?
I don't know. To me, they just make sense. They're not really letters, and they're not making words, but even in this single set of symbols, there are hundreds of thousands of ideas. They're spinning around in my head, trying to make some kind of point.
A language like an iceberg, where what it appears to be secretly hides an immeasurable depth. Fascinating.
And I still haven't found the bottom of it. I think we'll need to dig up the rest of this site with the sand pump before I can make sense of it all, but this is more than the cryptic history of some alien species. These are instructions.
Instructions? To who?
To us.
Okay. I didn't see any ciphers here though, so I'm guessing they were on the computer. That's how they could read it. Seeing as Sparks did say to uncover more, we need to pump more sand away. Which seems to happen slowly because I was looking at this lamp. Not sure what it was at first, so that's good. But if we go beyond here, there's actually more rooms. Now this one we have to wait on because we need more sand to be pumped. But there is a room up here. So what is this? Another... Oh, this is just a teleporter. Okay. That's not really that special right now. I barely even use him. And with barely, I mean the only time I did use him was to get out of that laser game area. So let's see where this sign goes first before we go deeper down. I assume this goes behind the production terminal. No. Oh, there's that bridge that I saw a while back. Alright, well let's go back in here then. Never mind, we need to dig up even more sand. Let's cross the bridge. There was also something behind here that looked like it would reveal, yes, a big hole. Something we can scan though. That was another sand pump. But this does seem to be the deepest area. So I have an idea. So these sand pumps, they can only dig as deep as there is space, right? Underneath them. And well, seeing as they do have the space here, and this probably goes all the way down, let's hope this can pump it all the way. Now it will need some floors as well. Wow, we don't have any power here. I'm not sure if there is anything under here. There seems to be an ore node under here. But I'm also guessing since this is the deepest part, it will be able to dig out everything on this layer. Right, in the meantime, I guess we can go out. You think there's anything above here where the sand is falling from? It could be worth it to check out. Who needs the elevator, man, when we can fly up infinitely? Nope, it's just this unbreakable stuff. Alright, going into the main area again, there does seem to be some sort of crevice here. This leads to... I imagine this is part of the dig site, because it's very square. There's a lot of these little cave offshoots from this main area as well. Ooh, this one seems to hold something. A big sand pump. Similarly though, there just seems to be a huge pit. More sand pumps here. With 2 other pits. What kind of ores are down there though? I think that is a jump for the Omni Seeker. It seems to be scrap ore. I'm not 100% sure what that is. Alright, clearly we're not going to find anything on Sierra yet. Until we dig some more stuff up. Alright, while exploring, you can see that we really dug out quite a lot of sand around here. Because it was up to the top of this light here. There does seem to be a building here. As well as another hallway. So to make it go a bit faster, I'm going to place down a second one. You know, maybe I'll be crazy and place down a third one.
Local signal deciphered.
Oh, I'm guessing it's gonna send us towards that other building we saw on the dig site. You know, it wants to go in here. But then what is around here? You know, let's scan this first. And then I'll explore it while we listen to this.
More of these infuriating runes. My speculation on their meaning will have to suffice. Over the next several hours of this recording, I've prepared a thoughtful analysis that will begin the semiotic and epistemological process of...
We're not listening to that. Felt good to cut her off for a change, too.
Because it was only a recording, I will agree that it was satisfying.
I'm starting to put together what these walls are saying. At the very least, I think I know who made this place. And why they made it.
So, Calyx was not what it was supposed to be.
No, sir. That's the problem. Calyx is exactly what it's supposed to be. We should keep scanning.
What the hell does that mean? What do you mean it's exactly what it was supposed to be? Those weren't aliens, I'm guessing then? There's also a little bridge over here. This might just lead back into that dig site though. Alright, while we're waiting for all the sand to be pumped up, one of the issues that we've run into with our crafting hub are the depots. They've been filling up completely with items that are being clogged up because we don't need as many of them. Which is pretty bad, seeing as you can see there's nothing on this line, meaning no more processor arrays are being made. It seems like monorails are great, but they're great for sending back and forth one item, not 8 different items. Meaning we're gonna have to redo this at some point. Alright, this seemed to have opened up completely now. This is the broken bridge right underneath all the pumps. So let's see where it goes. It does go back up, so... Oh, this leads back to the teleporter. Alright, interesting. Because that means this side is leading somewhere completely different. Please tell me it's opened up yet? No. That's probably why I didn't get a message yet. Alright, I'll be changing some things up around here. Instead of keeping these pumps, I created a new line, which is not fully connected yet, but I'm leading it over here. This is very close to the elevator. This green big pipe is the elevator. This leads to one of the deeper parts of Sierra, meaning that ultimately, if we keep this one powered instead of the ones right in front of the elevator, all the sand should stay completely down. And all we have to do is remove this conveyor and make a bend in it. Now, another reason why I wanted to do it here is because these holes seem to have the scrap things down there, the scrap ore veins. If those are useful, we can also immediately hook it up very easily to our system. You know, for how fast you can see the number move, it actually moves really slow still. Ooh, I found something else. So in this ravine at the end, there is a bit of a hole. But it seems like it just leads to... Oh. What is this? Oh, it's one of those... Well, symbols. Do you think the triangulation is gonna lead us here? I actually want to see that. Because I think this is... Yeah, it does lead back to this area, the dig site. Well, it is going back down there, right? Yeah, I think we just happened to find this at the right time. Let's scan the tablet.
Each of these symbols contains more information than the entire Annex Cal databank. So this is going to be the mother of all book reports. But I'll do my best. I'm going to call the aliens Calixians, but they don't really call themselves anything. I don't think they name things at all.
Was this their world? Were they here before us?
They're here now, I think. They definitely made this calyx and other calyxes. Hundreds of them. Millions? Or maybe it's made out of them. Or... I'm sorry, they don't frame anything the way that we do, but... Did you grow up in the country, sir?
I grew up in a small village, and then it was gone. But continue.
Well, if you think of the universe as a farm, you might imagine the Calixians as a bunch of very unfriendly farmers.
I see. And by virtue of its mineral wealth, I assume calyx is some sort of crop?
No, sir. Calyx is a pesticide. And you know what that makes us.
I do, Sergeant. It makes us resistant to pesticide. And I'm starting to feel extremely unfriendly myself.
Alright. If those aliens are... The fuck did I just stumble into? This seems like a massive storage area. We can get all these Mark II containers? Like, heck yeah. If the aliens are still here, though, why the heck aren't they here? Are they hiding? But then again, if this is supposed to be the pesticide, why the heck would they stay on the planet? But also, what the heck are they trying to protect? If they made so many of these worlds. I think 32 tier 2 containers probably enough for now. I do want to know, though, how big are these? Yeah, that is a very big upgrade. Jesus Christ. Oh, and there's a upgrade. The glide. Well, it also has another entrance. Let's go explore this area. Oh, a bunch of loot. Aw. Well, tier 3 smelter's pretty damn good. But damn, that was everything. Just the tier 4 or the tier 3 smelters. And this leads back to... I think we explored this room before. I think we came from here. This leads back to that dig site. Indeed it does. Well, time to dig some more. You know, I'm surprised we still haven't found this drill bit. Oh, you can actually see it marked as well. You can see a little... Oh, it's very hard to see, man. But if you triangulate it... Let's see if I can find a darker spot. Yeah, right next to the map, you can see that blue square. I guess that is where it probably is hiding. That is still quite a ways down, though. Well, we're starting to dig out some of this. See if we can spot it somewhere around here. We're supposedly very close. It's like right under here. Oh yeah, you can see it. It's right there. Well, this room is almost dug out now. Well, you can actually see it go. There's more down here? Damn. But also, this is what we were after. As well as another glide upgrade. Seems to go down farther here too. I'm gonna do the triangulation first. The reasons why I do this, right, is I know how games work. Most of the time they fuck up when you do things out of order. And I'm not sure how this game will handle that. It is kind of funny though that every time we show up down there, because I want to look how far it is, that is when we get the message that we can triangulate the location.
The thing is, sir, the Calixians wouldn't think of us as their enemies. They see us like a plague, like a thing that happens, not a thing that is.
A response to a force of nature, I understand. But a lack of personal animosity is hardly an excuse for xenocide.
I'm not defending them. They believe that if a species is desperate for what Calyx has to offer, has the tech to get there, the ability to break through its surface, and the willingness to drag it all home, that same species will inevitably become like locusts who eat the entire galaxy. So, they bring us here instead, and somehow that shuts us down forever.
But why all the pageantry? Why not just destroy us and be done with it?
Well, this is where it gets even weirder. These symbols talk about assimilating us into some kind of greater purpose, but if it went the way this describes it, the entire crew should have lived. They should have become brain-dead worker zombies, with the few of us sucked into these cubes to guide them and be mindless intermediaries for our own tech.
Yet we are far from mindless. And to assimilate us for what?
I don't know. The symbols read like this greater purpose is so obvious it doesn't even need to be explained. But whatever it is, it definitely kicks off the end of humanity. Not just the few of us who were lucky enough to be here.
Perhaps this is where the groundbreaker and the cryogenic interruption stepped in. Though none of this explains how Mirage seems to have avoided death, or cubism in equal measure. We must find more of these sites.
We definitely must find more. Also, here's some of the scrap ore. Didn't even realize it, but we do have some here as well. Now, this makes me even more confused, because this literally gives us scrap ore. Not sure what to do with that. But also, this story is getting kinda interesting now. We're nearing the end of what these pumps here can pump out, sadly. And these are actually already done. So I'm just gonna remove that one. It's not even these ones, it's just this one. That's alright though, because that means this one can get more power. That will mean though that it's gonna go a little slower than it just did. I will imagine though that this is gonna be like the max layer that we need to be. Even though there's a lot of sand remaining still. All that sand just seems to be in those holes. At least that is what I'm hoping. Because I don't really feel like digging that much more sand on this layer. From all of them, it seems like this one can dig the deepest. At another 5,000. Something is happening over here. We can walk inside. These things give a crap ton of plant matter bricks, though. Is it just going back up to... Yes, it is going back up to this spot. I'm guessing this is where we have to go next? Or does this lead outside as well? Because if it does, that means we're practically done here, right? It is. Let's check out the Omni scanner. See if we can find any more upgrades. No, I think we got it all. And that probably means we got all the lore on this level as well. Alright, these things are reaching their ends. This one has 1,000 left to go. It's going so fast for plant matter. It only has a little bit to go, so I don't really want to give it the fuel. It seems like I don't have to. And there we go. This pump, done. That pump's almost done. That one as well. Now something interesting. I cannot seem to place new drills or new pumps down. I think with that though, we basically drained everything in PT Sierra except for those cylindrical holes. I mean, there's just a little bit in here. So I'll wait this out, but I don't think this is going to give us more things to triangulate. Right, I can see what we can do with the scrap now. We can assemble it into basic slabs, so that means iron and copper, presumably. And looking at the bottom left, the full sand remaining in the level is still quite a lot. That's over 50k, even though this main area is almost pumped out. I'm gonna wait until it reaches under the 50k, because if there's gonna be a story thing, it's definitely gonna happen there, because that's the point where everything on the regular level is drained, and all that is left is gonna be those cylindrical holes. And there we go, 50k. Nothing happened. So I think we're done at PT Sierra then. And we're creating a good amount of biobrick diesel as well, meaning we can probably extend this line into level 13, which is something I'll do right this second. Might be weird why I'm doing it this way, but trust me, it is kind of necessary. And the reason why is because I don't have a whole lot of space in our crafting hub to slot extra things in. So this is going to be the best way to do it. This will nicely fill up for the next episode. Then we can immediately pull it out and get pumping over there. Well, we uncovered a lot of lore today. We basically drained the entirety of PT Sierra, which is insane. Look at how deep that is. That's not even the deepest part. What we'll do in the next episode is definitely head to the next layer, the archives. This is going to have to be drained as well. There's going to be more. So that's going to be fun. I also want to start working on the production of these excavator bits so we can unlock the next layer. And of course, Sierra itself here is overdue for an upgrade. 5 smelter tier 3s as well as 10 sensor blocks shouldn't be too expensive. However, I do still have to set up an automated sensor block assembly. So with that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.